Hello and welcome. I'm Cassondra Rizzardi. You may know me as Rizzaknits on Instagram, Ravelry, and YouTube. And today I have my co-host.
Hi, I'm Aviva Susser, owner of Woolly&Co. Also, you can find me on Instagram at Woolly&Co and on Facebook.
And with us we have a special guest today.
Hi, I'm Melissa Fisher, the crochet designer behind Woods and Wool on Instagram, Etsy, and Ravelry.
Thank you so much for
Thank
coming.
you for having me.
Very happy to get to know you today. And with that in mind, I just want to start right into it with asking you a little about your history. When did you start crocheting?
I started crocheting like a lot of people when my grandma taught me. I was around 10 years old and she taught me how to make a crochet dish rag. So I think all I made was crochet dish rags for probably 10 years before I started branching out into other patterns and then eventually making my own patterns.
That's
Cool.
impressive.
Thank you.
Yeah, so your Instagram handle, Woods and Wool, and is that also your Etsy store?
Yep.
Okay, so Woods and Wool, Woods is not you, you're the wool, so who's the Woods?
Right, Woods is my husband, Austin. He does a lot of woodworking as well as knitting, which he learned how to do last fall. So between
Very
you won't,
cool.
yeah, you won't see him a lot, but he is behind the scenes all the time, helping out with everything and making his own projects.
Awesome.
Yes.
So you actually got your husband to knit.
Yeah,
I've been trying
That's pretty
so hard
incredible.
to get mine to want to learn, and he's just not into it yet. He's a musician, so when we have downtime, he's playing guitar or piano, and which is nice. I have ambient music, but I really want him to get to knit.
Yeah, I got mine to knit after 25 years.
that's
So there's
amazing.
still hope for
So
me.
there's still hope. Yes, there's absolutely hope. There's
Yeah.
hope for everything.
Yeah. You said Steven, he's really getting into it, right?
He's getting into it. He does 2 rows a night because he's making a scarf.
Aw.
And so he promised his teaching instructor, Gigi, that he was going to knit 2 rows. And so he's been trying really hard. And the biggest challenge for him is how to start. So every night he says, how do I start this again?
Aww.
And I start him off and then he's good to go.
He's a man of his word, though. He's
Yeah.
sticking with it. That's
Oh, yeah.
amazing.
So what are you wearing today? I really love this. It's such a
Aw.
great color on you.
Thank you. This is the Kenzie Kimono, which is a pattern by Lakeside Loops. And it's a pretty simple crochet pattern, actually. I would recommend it for just about anybody, but one of my favorite pieces to wear for sure. It's made out of We Are Knitters cotton yarn.
It's beautiful
Ooh.
and it's
Yeah.
really soft.
It is really
Yeah.
nice. I would wear this every day, I think, if I made one.
Yeah, it looks really cozy.
You have some
I love
photos
the
of
pattern
this
in there.
on your Instagram,
Yep.
right?
Mhm.
Fully modeled. I might insert some here so you guys can see how nice it looks head to toe on Melissa. It's
and
really
it's
nice.
so much fun to wear. People always ask me about it, and they can never believe I made it.
All those years of making dishcloths really paid off.
It
Yeah.
did. My grandma's
Practice
very
makes
proud.
perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Aww. What's your
Yeah.
grandma's name?
Gertie.
Gertie.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's such a cute grandma name.
It is. My
Yeah.
grandma Nellie is the one who taught me everything.
Oh.
Petronella, actually, but
Really?
Oh,
Grandma
I
Nellie.
like that.
Mhm,
That's
yeah.
very
That's
cool.
awesome.
It's very
That's
Dutch.
really cool.
So what are you wearing, Aviva?
I'm wearing actually, I'm wearing a client's sweater, if I'm being honest. And it's so faded, modified. And
It's not that it is so faded. That's the name of the pattern.
right? And she modified it a little bit, but it's so faded nonetheless. And so she said I can borrow it, and so I'm putting it to good use. And I love the colors she used, so I thought, okay, why not? And it's supposed to have either a 3/4 length sleeve or maybe a little bit of a shorter sleeve, but she stopped at the garter, and she also did a V-neck as opposed to a crew neck. And she said, listen, I have a shape, and so I'm going to shape it. I said, okay, that's great. I'm glad you did that.
I love
'cause I
that.
have a shape too. So she did a couple of little darts on the sides, and so
Okay.
she made it a little bit more fitted. So I'm glad she did it because it fits me fine.
Yeah.
She may not get it back. So
And you had a photo of that also fully modeled. I'll
did.
insert that here
I put it
because
on Instagram.
I did not realize that she added shaping, and
She
that
did.
makes a huge
She
difference
did.
on it.
She added shaping, so there you can see the little.
Yeah.
They're not darts. They're just increases and decreases.
Yeah.
It's so
But,
pretty.
I think I'm gonna when I knit this one, I'm gonna do the same. Yeah.
I think you should. It
Yeah.
really does show off your shape nice. It's cute.
Yeah, thanks. It's made out of Ulan yarn that we just got into the store not too long ago. So it was nice of her to bring it in so that I can show people what it actually looks like knit up.
Yeah. If you
And-
stick around a little bit later, we'll get all into that Ulan yarn and show off some.
Yes,
We're really excited about it.
absolutely.
Next, I want to talk about works in progress. So, Aviva, would you like to start and show us what you're working on?
Absolutely. So I am working on the Cromwell sweater. However, instead of making it out of the woodstock wool that Blue Sky Fibers uses, I'm using a lino, which is acacia yarn. So it's 100% linen, and as you know, I like to modify things all the time. So I modified this pattern just a little bit, and I decided to put
Can you
another.
hold it up?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I put another color on the collar, and I'm planning on doing the same thing with the sleeves, because you know when you're wearing white, it's you know how you get makeup on your t-shirts, or
Yeah.
so I thought, you know, why don't I put a little gray on here? And
I
this
love that
way-
that was
the
your
gray.
reasoning.
That's my reasoning, really,
Yeah.
like if I'm being honest. And so I thought I'm going to do the same thing with the sleeves. So I'm going to kind of quote unquote fade into gray. And so the cuff of the sleeve is going to have gray yarn. So once
Will you
again,
fade it with like little stripes?
I'm gonna
Oh,
stripe
okay.
it, yes. And at first I was working on double pointed needles, and I just switched over to these 9-inch Chaigu needles. They go up to a size 8, so luckily I was just right on the mark because I'm knitting this whole sweater in a size 8.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
And
So soft.
so yeah, so the linen is really nice because it kind of softens as you work with it. And it doesn't have, this particular linen doesn't have all those twigs and berries on it that some linens
Right.
have, where you're working on it and then you're picking out like these twigs and whatever else is
This
on
is
there.
really
And
soft.
so
So
it's
nice.
a really, really nice linen yarn. And this is the gray that I'm going to be putting in. I have it in a Ziploc bag so it doesn't fall apart completely. But this is the yarn that I'm using right here. And so my sleeve is going to have gray on it.
I love the gray. I love gray on
I
everything.
love gray. Gray is my favorite color. So it's nice because you can put it on a small needle and you can put it on a bigger needle to give it this like airy kind of
Perfect for
feel.
summer.
Yeah.
yeah.
Did you
right?
say
Yeah.
why you switched off of the double pointed needles?
Yes. You know what? I didn't say, but I'm going to tell you. When I was using the double pointed needles, they kept sticking into the fabric and getting caught, and it was really annoying me because this fabric is kind of loose to begin with.
It really is.
And so so I switched to the shorter one, thinking that it might help. So we'll
Yeah.
see. I'm gonna try. I haven't knit on a little needle like this before.
This is your first time on the 9-inch?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was
So-
wondering,
so
is if
good.
you
We'll see what
switched to that
happens.
for the speed.
No,
'Cause-
I switched to it because
Okay.
I thought I'd try something different.
Have you noticed
And-
if it's faster for you?
Not yet, because I only did like one round.
Oh,
so I
okay.
can't really- haven't picked up speed yet. But like I said, when I was saying that I modified it, I also modified it in the sense that it has make one left and make one right for the raglan because it's knit top down. Instead of that, I just created some yarn overs to do the same effect, but have it as an open weave because it lends itself to a summer top.
Yeah.
You definitely have to wear something under this.
That'll be really
So
cute.
pretty.
Yeah, and I split the bottom too, so I have a long hem in the back and a short hem in the front.
The pattern wasn't like that?
No, the pattern goes all the way down, the same same front
Sorry,
as
I'm
back.
like putting it
No,
in your
I
face.
love
I
it.
just want to show it off.
Yeah.
It's so pretty.
I think everyone should make this. It's so easy. I love making top-down sweaters because there's no seaming. So you don't have to worry about attaching sleeves. You don't
Yeah.
have to worry about sewing up the sides. You don't have to worry
beautiful.
about putting sleeves in. I think Cassondra is taking it on to herself.
I think so.
She's making it her own.
I kind of
like,
want
oh,
one. I
maybe
used to
I'll
have
take
a
this
sweater
home.
like that. That was really open weave like that, and I wore it to death.
Yeah.
It was one of
I
my
love stuff like
favorites.
this. Yeah.
But it had, this was back in high school days, it had like bell sleeves.
Oh, cool.
okay.
You
It
know,
was
bell
really
sleeves
cute.
are back in again.
I know.
I know. Although I always say, like, I don't like bell sleeves because they get in my soup.
Yeah.
Well, I solved that problem. I just don't eat soup
Don't
anymore.
eat
There you go.
There you go. So, anyway. So speaking of open weave, it looks like you're
Yeah.
doing something with open weave.
Yeah,
I
What are you
am.
making on?
This is the back panel of the pan cardigan.
The what cardigan?
It's called the pan cardigan.
Pan?
Pan.
P-A-N-N.
Like Peter
Okay.
Pan.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah, so it's a We Are Knitters kit, so it comes with the pattern. And it's one of my favorite kinds of projects because it looks
Wow.
intricate, but it's
Yeah.
very simple.
It looks so hard.
No, it's super simple. So you make it in pieces and then you assemble it at the end.
Is it similar to the one you're wearing? Like the,
Assembly is actually completely different,
oh, okay.
which surprised me. And
Yeah.
but both have one of my favorite things, which is fringe.
Oh,
So they'll both have
cool.
a fringe bottom, which is
Love
one of my
fringe.
favorites. Yeah.
Yeah.
This does have fringe. Sorry,
Yes.
I'm just gonna like
I love
hold that
fringe.
up. That is so cute, especially in
Yeah.
that cotton yarn.
Yeah.
I like how it like
Yeah.
opens up.
Yeah, I love that we're working on summery
Yeah.
projects.
I
to
like
work on.
summer things. I love this color, by
Me
the way.
too.
I really like that a
Thank
lot.
you. It's-
Yeah.
It's funny, it's called khaki.
Yes.
Yeah,
I was
totally.
gonna say it's like an army green,
Mm-hmm.
and I love
That's
that.
one of your colors, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Khaki.
Yeah.
Red. Neutral.
And then your colors are just gorgeous.
Vibrant.
Mine are a little goth.
They're spicy.
I love it.
I-
Sugar and
I
spice.
don't think there's a theme going on here at all.
No.
I mean, I don't know. I like the deep dark.
I love it. And with your
I
hair
like
too.
it. Yes. I think that'll be very cool.
Yeah.
Even with a crisp white shirt underneath, maybe.
Yes. So
And it looks like you can wear it both ways.
I just decided. I had left the neckline raw for a couple of days and like sat with it and tried it on with some different outfits. And I decided I wanted to actually. So I just picked up all of the stitches around the neckline. I'm gonna add some. I think I'm just gonna do stockinette around it. I had debated whether to do ribbing because the bottom has ribbing, but I think I just want it to roll like the sleeves. So the sleeves rolled around the edge,
I like that.
but around the neckline, it was rolling inward
Yeah.
instead of out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just do some stockinette in there. Another fun thing about this is, so it's like a cropped sweater. It's supposed to be sort of short on me. But I made it primarily to wear with the higher neckline in the front because I'm a busty lady and I like to keep it covered up a little bit.
I love high
But,
necklines though.
But I did do this scoop on the back, and because the two pieces are completely the same size, it can be worn either way. So if I'm feeling a little frisky, I can turn it around and wear it this way. Or when I tried it on with like a button-down collared shirt, it looked better to have the low neck with the collar sort of opened up. It just felt a little less
Yeah.
stuffy than having it the other way and having the collar buttoned. And so yeah, that's my little summer sweater vest
I have a
love
styling tip.
thing.
If you are a busty person, I think it is better actually if you have a lower neckline, because if you are busty and you have a crew neck or a high neckline, it will make you look more busty.
You're blowing my mind right now.
Yes, I'm blowing
See, I
your mind
totally
right
think the opposite. Like, I want to cover.
now. No. I had an image consulting business for some years, and that's like a myth. Like, people think, oh well, I have these beautiful breasts, I should cover them up because I want to make them look small. But in reality, when you cover it up, it makes it and look bigger. So
Oh
you
my
need to have,
goodness.
you don't have to have cleavage.
Right.
You don't have to have them hanging
Right.
out.
Well, this is like a
but
scoop.
just like a scoop. Yeah.
Yeah.
See how nice that is? Yeah.
Yeah.
So just
that totally
just
blows my
FYI.
mind, though.
Yeah.
I love it though.
I
you
love
can do
that.
it both ways.
So now
Yes.
you can wear it.
I can do it either
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
It is
Totally.
really low though. Like, well, now it won't be because I'm adding the color
yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
So,
Exactly.
but this also, I decided to do it reverse stockinette. I just felt like it looked
I
a
love
lot
reverse
cooler
stockinette. Yeah.
on this particular piece. So I knit it completely in the round stockinette. It was
Yeah.
super easy.
Yeah.
So easy.
And then flipped it.
And then flipped it. And this deep red is actually an Olan color again.
Oh.
This was one she sent me. I don't even think it had a name. It was just one of the first skeins that Jess had sent me to show me her sort of practice work, what she was coming up with.
Yeah.
And I wanted to incorporate it in something that would really show it off. So I think this is really fun. That was I used almost the entire skein for the bottom half, and then I just did the color blocking with the black on top because I like black a
Yeah.
lot.
Very cool.
I like neutrals, but I'm really more of a colors with black kind of gal. So that's one of my works in progress. And speaking of neutrals / black with bright colors, I'm working on some socks right now. This is one of the Madeline Tosh colors that you've got up there.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's called Beach Bonfire,
Mm-hmm.
Madeline Tosh.
Yep.
And so I'm just doing another pair of my vanilla extract socks. They're my basic beginner sock pattern, and it's also like my sock recipe,
Mm-hmm.
my personal sock recipe. So it's a toe-up sock.
It's a
It
really good
uses
recipe.
My own version of Judy's Magic Cast On, which if you look through the rest of my YouTube videos, you can find that video. But I highly recommend getting this pattern if you're a new sock knitter or a seasoned sock knitter, you want to try toe up for the first time, or just you want to try something different because it's a really simple, intuitive pattern, and you can always come take my class if you're in the area. But yeah, so I'm just making another pair. I've got my cute little Wonder Woman stitch marker
that's really
on
cute.
there. Isn't it
That's
great?
really cute. I feel when you do socks from toe up, you're kind of getting the hard part out of the way first.
Yep.
And so what people are typically really afraid of and shy away from, which is the dreaded Kitchener stitch at the end of your project, you actually start with a really cool cast on, and then once you get that done and you do your toe, the rest is like super easy, and
Yeah.
then you won't feel like, oh, I have to make another sock, I just finished one.
Yeah.
So now you can say, look, I made 2 socks.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
totally. I actually started this when I took my girls to an art fair over the weekend, like while we were walking around.
Oh, really?
I started the toe,
pretty
the
cool.
cast on in the car,
Yeah.
because I mean, it takes
Like
2
no
minutes
time.
to get the cast on going.
Yeah.
And then the increases, like I have a way of knowing by the increases, there's those pearl bumps where I'm at, so I know if I've increased or not the previous round.
Mhm.
And I was able to just walk around the art fair and knit my socks.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
She's talented.
And I'll switch over to my 9-inch Chow Goose in a little bit here.
yeah.
I like to have a little bit going because it's easier to grip.
Yeah.
With the 9-inch, you need something to hold on to when you're knitting. So I'll switch to those soon. But yeah, so those are my
those are very cool.
current works in progress. And next we're going to talk about finished objects. So ladies, can we talk about some finished objects? I know you guys have some
Absolutely.
things to show.
We sure do.
Yeah, so today I brought with me my first ever pattern.
Yay!
Yay! It's called the Everyday Triangle Scarf, and it's a crochet triangle scarf.
Big one.
Yeah, and I just wanted something that was simple but also intricate and had a lot of texture. So this is the one that I actually wear pretty much every day, so it's true to the name. But
Love it.
you can find it on Ravelry and Etsy.
Awesome.
I love it.
Yeah.
Her stitches are so perfect.
They're beautiful.
And this
so
yarn is really soft.
It looks like almost like a shell. What kind of stitch is that?
So half double crochet is one of my favorite stitches, and in this pattern I used a half double crochet V stitch.
Okay.
So it's again just super simple, just use my favorite things and put them all together.
I love it.
Yeah.
What's this yarn? Did you already say?
Nope. This is the Petite Wool by We Are Knitters.
Okay.
Very
So it's
cool.
like a single, bulky sort
Yeah.
of.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a roving
Cool.
almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of that in here. We have a
Yeah.
lot of the bulky.
Yeah, we do have.
I love-
I like bulky yarn.
Me too.
Try it on.
Yeah.
Let me see.
And I also
Do you wear it like this, like a bandana?
I do.
Yeah, that's how I
Sometimes-
would wear it.
Is that
too.
right?
I like
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Ooh.
Sometimes I'll toss it around my
cozy.
shoulders too.
Yeah, it's big
Yeah,
enough
yeah.
to definitely be like almost like a blanket
That looks
shawl.
so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it. It's not your color
Wonderful.
though. You need a bright color or some black.
It actually
Some
looks
black.
good with their hair because their hair stands out so much.
Yeah,
more.
there you
Yeah.
go. Pops it.
It looks
pops
good
it.
with the red too.
Yeah.
Mm. Everything looks good with some
With fun
Merlot.
hair. Everything
Yeah.
looks good with fun hair.
I love it.
Ooh, so nice. So this is on Ravelry,
Yep.
and it's your first self-published
What's
pattern.
the name of the pattern? What are people looking for?
Yeah, it's called the Everyday Triangle Scarf.
Perfect.
Awesome. So
Perfect.
Yeah,
cool.
thank you guys.
You're gonna want to knit it? No, not
No.
knit it. Crochet.
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 Yeah.
It looks like it would be simple enough for a beginner.
It is, as
Yeah.
long as you can read a pattern.
Okay.
I'm a very visual person, so I put a diagram in the pattern because I love
Nice.
diagrams. So
Yeah, I like
Me
diagrams
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love these tassels too.
Me
I know
too.
you do.
Mm-hmm.
so
I love tassels and fringe and
Me
pom-poms. Yeah.
beautiful.
yeah.
Very
Oh, I
cool.
just want to fall
Snuggle.
asleep in it.
Yeah.
It's really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's really cool.
So I'm
So
curious.
It's monochrome. It's kind of, you like these gray colors.
Oh yeah.
So I like neutrals and stuff too. So let me show you what I'm working on. I have here with me today is, it's a work in progress. It's the Drokken Bells, and I am, just got to section 2 of the pattern, if anyone knows this pattern at all. And I kind of went outside my comfort zone because I really do like to knit with grays. And so I decided to knit with this dark navy, like a black navy. I forgot what it's called.
Slate gray.
Probably Storm or something.
It's so
like
pretty.
that. And then the denim, and this is that color that you see here in between.
Pops.
So we
Ooh.
just
I
kinda-
love them.
My neutral. These are my neutrals. So that's
It's
what
so
I like
soft.
to knit with. It's the Mandolin Pashmina.
Ooh.
So it has 10% cashmere in it. And who
You
doesn't
can
love a little
feel it.
cashmere?
You can tell when
So,
it's got a little
so
cashmere.
nice.
Yeah, it feels really nice. It's really nice to knit with. And I really surprised myself because I never thought I would be knitting with yarn that's kind of this skinny, in my opinion, because I like to knit chunky things because they go fast. I like to design with chunky things. It's kind of cool and funky. But I tried knitting with this yarn for the first time. This is my first time using this Mandolin Tash yarn. And it is so fabulous because one, it blooms, so don't let it intimidate you. Don't think you have to put it on a size 2 needle because you don't. I'm using a size 6, which is not small by any means. It's not a big needle, but it's not small. And the needles that I'm using are so wonderful to work with. It just like flies off the needles. It's
Oh,
just,
yeah.
So it doesn't seem like
This is mostly
A task.
garter too, so it's just
it's
like
all garter with just like a little
mindless.
bit of
you'll fly
knit
through
front and
this.
back and front, and so it's a great pattern. I actually have a finished project here that we
is
completed
it.
for the shop.
Look at
So
that
pretty.
red.
Yeah, isn't that
Oh,
cool?
I love that. It's
So
like
you're actually holding
faded.
it.
Let me see. Oh, is it back?
Here we
Yeah,
go.
but
We
look
were
how
looking
big
at
it
How
is.
can you tell? Oh, because of the speckles, like the spots.
Yeah,
the
isn't
polka
that
dotted
cool?
sections.
Yeah, I guess it's so cute that you can wear it. It can be
You could.
reversible if you
I
really
love
want
it.
to.
But this
But,
red is
Yeah,
It's
it's not the
amazing.
typical red because it's not a solid, so
both
it's
do
kind of marbled.
Mhm.
And everybody loves this so much. Unfortunately, I sold out of it very quickly.
yeah.
So you'll just have to pick another color.
Well, there's plenty of really pretty colors
Yeah.
to choose from.
Yeah. And,
Is this the pashmina also then?
No, this is
No.
actually Arcania. It's a Hasco or Wasco yarn. It's the Arcania DK weight, and it's a little. It might be a little heavier than
I think
the
it is.
pashmina. but it has a nice weight and a nice drape to it. So it's really nice to wear.
Yeah, it definitely feels
Cassondra will
really
model for
cozy.
us.
I'm just
love
gonna
it.
try everything on.
She's a good model.
Oh, and does this have your little tag? I love
Yeah.
that. It makes everything look so cute. It matches too, the colors.
Yeah.
Did you knit this or did somebody else
No,
do it?
someone
for
else
us?
did it. Yeah,
Sample?
I did not knit that one. I don't have that much time.
It really does.
knit
It's
so
got
many
such a
things.
good weight to it.
Yeah,
that it just
it really does.
it like folds over you really nicely.
Yeah, and you can wear it also like this one where you try it on backwards, like a big bandana. Yeah. So Yeah. You can
Well,
wear it
I
that
guess
way
I'll
as well.
show you how to do that.
Yeah, please.
Oh, I love that too.
Wait, here we go.
It's
There
so
you go.
fun to see the colors all together.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you get both of the ends too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Front.
Beautiful.
It's a nice pop of color. Like you can
It
wear
really
it on
is.
an all black outfit, or winter white would look really nice with it. Yeah.
Totally. Very cool. I see something else over there that's got some cashmere. Maybe more than a little cashmere in it.
So this is 100% cashmere, and I'm going to put it in front of Melissa because she actually has one of these.
I
'Cause
do.
Her mom was kind enough to knit one for her.
Aww.
So she has.
She made this for
She
you?
has
She
a really
did.
nice
Her
mom.
pattern?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness, small world.
Yeah.
I think it was the first time I was ever in the store.
Yeah.
And it just
Aw.
She
catches
fell
your
in love
eye.
with it. Yeah.
It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
So this, you designed this, Aviva, right?
I did. I actually, I took a skein of the Luxadorna, just DK weight yarn, which is the gray, and then I put it together with a fun size bundle of the Luxadorna, and I created a cowl that's very long because when I would walk my dogs in the winter, it's really cold here in Michigan, and the scarves would always let in all this cold air. And even though I have small dogs, they love being outside. So they would take like the longest walk ever. And so I designed it so that it's really long, and then when you put it on, it scrunches like a turtleneck. So I called it the scrunchie cowl.
Oh, do you think I should try it on?
I think you should. I really do.
It feels so
And
nice.
there's like little slits on the end so that it goes over your head nicely, and it gives
Yeah,
it a little bit
little
of detail.
vent. That's
Yeah.
such an Aviva-esque little details. You always have
Yeah.
the cutest, like the little X's on your sweater.
Yeah,
and
thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do this
love
without
the detail.
completely taking off my makeup.
No, that's fine.
You did good.
And then depending
It's
on
so
how you
pretty.
put it on, you can zhuzh it a certain way and have like certain colors showing and certain colors not showing. And you can put it on any basic sweater, and it adds a nice pop of color. So, and it's
like on
really
the top of a
soft.
sweater.
Mhm.
Yeah, you just wear it like on a sweater, and
Oh,
it looks
I
like
thought-
it's part
okay.
of the sweater.
See, my brain was like adding it to a sweater, like a turtleneck.
Oh,
like,
you
yeah.
can do that too.
Yeah.
But yeah, but I think it's really nice because it keeps you warm. You can put it over your ears a little bit if you want, and it's
I'm just gonna go to sleep now.
yeah.
Bye, guys.
Okay, good night. And so it was fun to design because I just wanted to put a bunch of stitch patterns in there. I started knitting that on an airplane. I think I'm not sure where I was flying to, but I thought let's just throw a bunch of stitch patterns in and make it interesting, and so you don't get bored just knitting in the round the whole time. So I started off by making the holes, and I did have to count this out to make sure the holes kind of lined up, and then just went on and on using each one of these is one color of the fun bundles, and I have them here. I'll actually show you.
These are like my favorite sort of designs to work on too, when you just get to continuously knit in the round, but you're still having something interesting going on. You're changing the colors. Yeah, it's beautiful. This almost looks like seed stitch in here.
Yeah.
I think when I first walked in and saw this pattern for the first time, what drew me to it is it's just so different. It's not like a traditional knit, or I wear a lot of neutrals, so for me it was just the right amount of colors and textures, and it's so
What color
fun.
did your mom use for you?
exactly the same.
this
Yeah,
She has
I
the
love
ex-
that one. Yeah,
She has the exact
yeah.
set.
That's so bright for you.
I know. I love it.
Beautiful. But yeah, when you put it on and it kind of scrunches up,
Yeah.
it's not overwhelming.
No,
Yeah.
it
Overpowering
doesn't seem,
color.
because the base is gray, so that's kind of nice. So what you can do is you can pull one color from each of these, or you can just add gray to any of them to kind of tone it down. And if you like a particular color more than another, you can use that as your base to enhance the colors. So Heidi from Lux Adorna, she puts these together. She's the owner, and she just has a great eye for color. So she just creates all of these.
Yeah. You can't
And
go
she
wrong.
packages them
They're
so
so
nicely.
I love this too.
Yeah.
It reminds me of like knit stitches, the way she wraps them.
Yes,
So
yeah.
cute.
That's a really nice
And she
packaging
like
idea.
does it all, doesn't she? Or like
She
whoever
works really
for,
hard. Yeah.
do these each
So
by hand.
what she's doing now is she has a Lux box subscription that's coming out. So if you sign up before August 18th, you will get a surprise Lux box delivered straight to your door. And it's for 3 months. It's a 3-month subscription. And it's $325, but you get $375 worth of yarn. So you save $50.
Wow.
So you can buy more yarn.
I love that.
Yeah. So it's really fun, and we don't know what's in the box. And so I'm going to sign up because I'm really curious, and I think it'll be fun. And we can do like a knit along every month to see what's in there, and then knit or crochet whatever yarn she sends us. And
This is actually the yarn I used for my kitty crowd cowl.
yes, it is
The double knitting.
Two skeins.
Exactly,
of
two
her-
of the
of
DK
her
weight.
of her like regular skeins.
Yep, and I designed it specifically to use up two
Two
full
full
skeins
skeins,
because this is the kind of yarn that you don't want any bit to go to waste
No.
because it's so luxurious. And it also is a really good choice for double knitting because
Yeah.
it's, even for me, it's a slow process. It's a very soothing and meditative process, but you want a yarn that just feels nice on your hands
It
while you're
feels
working with it. So you
amazing.
get to spend a lot of time with that cashmere if you're doing the double knitting
Yeah.
project with it.
Yeah.
It was like they just match made in heaven. It was
Right.
perfect
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, it really feels amazing. And if you are interested in double knitting, you can take Cassandra's class because she'll be teaching it, and she's a really amazing teacher.
It's
So
really
don't miss
fun.
out.
Yeah.
Yes. So the cashmere is really nice to work with. It's great on your hands, and let's face it, you're worth it. And so you should treat yourself.
Yep. Very
Don't you
nice.
think?
love it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I think I'm
Um,
gonna treat myself.
And I am not, I should be more. I need to learn from you to treat myself more.
Yeah.
The reason I had it in my stash in the first place is it was a Christmas
Yes.
present.
Her husband came in and picked it on himself.
Yes.
Yeah,
he
he
did
did.
real good too.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna send my husband here.
Yeah, you should.
You should start a registry, Aviva.
Yes, that's
I
right.
love that.
Oh, really? You
Yeah.
think so? Okay.
Or like at least a
Coming up.
database that like if women come in, or women or men
Yeah.
come in and are like, oh, I really love this, like gotta wait.
Put it on your wish list.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, we're having our website is launching September 1st.
Oh my
and
gosh, so soon.
Yeah.
I'm so
really soon.
excited.
I'm excited and nervous at the same time. So maybe we can have like a wish list button on there. So you
Oh,
can
that's
put stuff
yeah.
in your wish list.
Yeah.
And see.
I'm
That
so
would be kinda
excited for
fun.
the website.
I would have a very, very long list. Very long list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
why
one
not?
of the
Why not? We're all worth it. We work so hard all the time,
Mhm.
and you're spending so much effort and energy into creating something. Why not create with something that gives you lots of pleasure?
absolutely.
Yeah. So here we have one of my favorite yarns in the store as of today. It was shipped directly from Ireland, and I'm so glad it's here. Cassandra introduced me to it. She brought it in one day and she said, Aviva, you gotta feel this yarn. And I did, and as soon as I held it in my hand, I was hooked. So I contacted Jess, who is the dyer.
You were like, how
And-
can we order this? Can we order this now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's that good.
It's
It
that
really
good. So I contacted her and I told her that Cassondra showed me some of her samples, and she was very gracious, and she said that she would send me some samples, and I would be able to pick some things. And so she dyed all these beautiful yarns for the store. She also made up some kits. But the main one that I want to share with you today is this Donegal. Donegal is not usually made into a sock yarn. It's usually made in for sweaters because it has that little added extra warmth because it has these little, I guess, Donegals for lack of a better word.
Here, I'm gonna hold it up. It's those little flecks of fiber that are sort of added into.
Added in, and I looked it up, and Donegal is indicative to Ireland, so it's something that have been used for generations to make sweaters to keep people warm because it gets really chilly. So she sent me these, and I have 10 beautiful colors here, and I think we should each pick our favorite.
Yeah, this
Mine.
one's my favorite.
Okay, you guys did it so fast.
I've been eyeing this one up.
I have a couple of favorites because I'm partial to blues. So I think this one's really cool, this light blue one. And then I love this one because it has a little bit of blue in it, and it's neutral, and you know I like gray a lot. So
All right, I'm gonna make you guys try to pronounce the names.
Oh,
Okay.
please
They're
don't.
mostly Irish.
They are so
names.
hard.
Oh.
This one's called Lear, L-I-R.
Well, you got an easy one. Mine is Skeeling.
Skellig.
I'll say mine is.
I wasn't even close.
I'm gonna say Maolog.
That's what it looks like.
Maolog.
But she's picked a lot of, I think, like mythological names.
Yeah. Well,
and-
this one's Druid.
yeah,
For
Druid.
those of you
Yep.
who like what, where's that from? Is that from like
Celtic.
Game of Thrones or something? No.
Is
Is it? I don't
don't
know.
know.
World of Warcraft. I bet you that's
You
what
have a son.
I too. Yeah.
Yes.
I think Druid. Yes, World of Warcraft. I bet you that's
Look at
like.
you go. I
Yeah.
wouldn't even know
I just
that.
pulled that one out of my hat.
Well,
somewhere.
she does these colors. If you follow her Instagram, she'll post photos of like the farmland that they live on, and it is magical.
Yeah.
So she pulls a lot of these colors directly from her photo inspirations of her surroundings, which I want to go there.
Yeah. I
Someday.
think we should do like a
Can
little
we?
field trip. Yeah. I think we should.
I'm in.
So the Donegal
one too.
colors are hard to pronounce, but her other yarn bases that she has are a lot easier. She has yarns called Botticelli, and she has a yarn called First Date, and I don't know, but they're all fun, like really fun names.
Well,
that
didn't
I
she
can
say that
pronounce.
like her significant other also helped her name a lot of them?
Yes.
Like just based on like his
Yeah.
first instinct of what they looked like. I
Yeah,
think that's
exactly.
cute.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he names them, and he also designs the labels for her.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Look how
These
cool
are
those
cool in themselves.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they look like dyes, like
Yeah.
dropped
Yeah.
into water. I don't know how they did that,
Beautiful.
but I think that's really cool. I'm going to show you guys again because I know we showed you before in our
bears
last
repeating.
video. Yeah, but it really, it needs to be talked about again.
So I am super lucky. I have a full set. I can't remember now if we did 7. I think it's 7 colors. Half of them are custom for me,
Oh wow.
and the other half are ones that will be of her regular stock. And eventually they'll all be available on her website.
Mm-hmm.
My point is that this set of colors I'm going to be designing a pattern with that will be available as a kit, and I'm so excited.
Very
I
cool.
have it all in my head, and I cannot wait to get my hands on the colors. I've seen them in pictures, and I completely trust Jess that she has the most amazing color sense, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited. I'll be showing those off probably as soon as I get them, because like I could try to keep it a secret. I don't know about you. A lot of designers try to like hold their secrets until the thing is ready to be released, and I'm like, no,
That's no
here's
fun.
my
No.
process from the very beginning.
Yeah.
Because I can't. I just can't. So I'm really excited. So you'll probably get a taste of that as soon as they come in, which is very soon.
Cool. We're excited.
Yes. So while we have Melissa with us here tonight, I wanted her to show us her favorite crochet tip, something that would be useful to you guys. So we'll just get right into that. And actually, it's something that will help you keep your crochet chains from twisting if you're joining them in the round. And I love this tip, so stick around.
So one of my favorite tips that I learned is when you're crocheting in the round, there's a really easy way to join your chain stitches. So you'll start by chaining just a few. Then what you're going to do is you're actually going to slide your chains down and insert your hook into that first chain, which hopefully will make a little bit more sense once I've got it on here. So you've got your chain on your hook, both at the beginning where you had it and then to the end where you're working. So then you're just going to keep chaining as long as you want to go. And what this is great for is that your chains aren't going to turn. So at the end, when you're ready to join it into a loop, all you have to do is pull your loop through that first stitch that you did, and now you have your foundation chain and it's not twisted.
Thank you so much for joining us on this episode. I hope you enjoyed getting to know Melissa a little more.
I know I did. Thank you so much for coming to Woolly&Co and sharing your crocheting techniques with us.
Thank you so much for having me. It has been so much fun and I cannot wait to be back.
I'm sure we'll see lots more of you. Until next time, bye.
Bye.